What's up, everybody? I know I've been neglecting this YouTube page for quite some time now. I'm not really in the place to where I can give y'all exactly what I want to give y'all just yet, but in the meantime, I do want to start giving y'all some of these interviews I've been doing over the past couple years with these articles I've been doing for Wire Media. So yeah, for this first story, this story actually came to me. Marcel Roston brought this story to me. He lost his daughter to suicide back in 2014. He's now starting his own organization called Tomorrow Needs You. And I got a chance to talk to him over Zoom. And I hope you guys enjoy the interview.
All right, here we go. First off, I just want to ask you, having your daughter at the age of 20, how would you say that personally changed your life?
Um, I lost my daughter at the age of 17. What was the question?
No, no, I said, how would you, having your daughters at the age of 20, uh, how would you say that personally changed your life?
Oh man, it kicked me into dad mode. Like, and everybody has a different upbringing, right? So the choices that I had were to repeat the same upbringing that I had as a child, or step outside myself and challenge it and struggle and raise them differently. So I had to change up some things, but I did, I didn't know how to be a dad, bro. I tried to learn every day,
Mhm.
you know?
You went through a divorce back in 2008. Looking back on that situation, how would you say that situation affected both of your daughters and you as well?
My daughters were, they were pissed off about it, the marriage that ended wasn't with their biological mom, it was with my son's mom.
Mhm.
But yet and still, I could imagine um there was some resentment within them, here we are moving again, to a new environment, or whether we're moving back to our moms or whatever.
Mhm.
um those were some unanswered and unresolved resentments I'm sure they had. But yeah, man, they became forcefully, they became their own individual at that time,
Mhm. Yeah. Chloe passed away 9 years ago today. I know that losing a child or any family member for that matter is like it's not easy in any form of fashion. Like, how would you say your life has changed since that day?
Oh man, it's both good and bad, I'll tell you. The bad part is that um I sometimes feel more alone now than I did before my daughter passed. Um, and I have really like very hard and stern lines as far as judgment or emotion go. And I'm really insistent, and those are the bad things. But the good things are, um, it's really humbled. It's humbled me, man, to the point where I respect and appreciate just humanity. And when I say appreciate, I mean everybody's beautiful, man. Don't get me wrong. There's some jerks in the world,
Yeah.
but even the jerks in the world are beautiful, because if you don't react to it, then it's a learning experience for you, and kudos for you to say that you're reactionary, you're progressed past that point, which is a part of evolution as a person, you know. So that's really like the positive, is it's broadened my spectrum of understanding and intellect, and really emphasized the importance of emotions and where they lie within the human being. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How would you say the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention not only changed your life, but your family's life as well?
Well, my family, like, here's the thing with grief and with like death by suicide. It's really hard to figure out how to grieve,
Mhm.
so our family as a whole grieves completely differently. And so with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, with me, it gave me a part, or a sense of inclusion. You know what I mean? I belonged somewhere again, and I urged for that sense of importance by putting in the effort to be included. You know what I'm saying? And then I left the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention because they unfortunately went through some, I guess, rebranding or like a power shift, if you will, and their focus as an organization changed. Um, and it differed from mine. And so I kind of did my own thing for a couple of years and have really tried to begin my own non-for-profit organization that has to deal with not only people who suffer from mental health issues, but also those who survive or are surviving the loss of someone by suicide, you know, whether it be a drug overdose or a hanging or whatever the case may be, you know, or a GSW. It doesn't matter. Those feelings still get flushed through people, and those people are not, it's not color or ethnic or religion or sex based or focused. It's universal. Um, and so I figure, why not make it a universal thing and talk to everybody about it? And so that's how AFSP has changed my life, because they've shown me that it's, one, okay to do it, and two, that I do it well. So why not start my own and help another area of people, you know?
Yeah, that's beautiful. What would you say your goal is when you're organizing these events, such as the Team Chloe golf tournament or any other events that you organize?
My goal and intention with all of those, ultimately, emotionally inside, was to feel included or part of something again. Um, the sense of importance it never entered my mind. I don't want to be important. I just want to be part of. And if my part of is important, then that is an honor and huge. So for me, when I did these tournaments and I brought these people together, my goal was to really just show them in a social setting, in a tangible way, that there is no difference between us. It doesn't matter what you feel like. It doesn't matter what you wear. It doesn't matter where you work. If you want to come to a fun event, then you'll go to a fun event. Now, if that fun event, that part of life, is impactful and meaningful and enjoyable, then you'll retain it and share it. So that's the basis of every event that I do. There's no real moral issue to push other than the connectivity and community that we live with every day.
Yeah.
You know, it could be a barista at Starbucks that's talking to a CEO of a casino.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to do a paint and pour party on June 19th this year in North Las Vegas at a place called Vibes, and it's they you can paint figurines, ceramic figurines, and you can also tuft your own rugs. So I'm in the communication phase of setting up my first Tomorrow Needs You event here in North Las Vegas, and I plan it to just be a humble, swanky little get down, man, with nice music, some wine, some silent auction items, and some pretty special guests, you know. And it's going to be a short event because the capacity of the place is really small, and I want everyone to feel like they matter.
Amazing. That's crazy. That's June 19th. That's actually my birthday, so that's pretty crazy.
Happy birthday, man. That's a really cool day to have a birthday on too, man.
Yeah, I know.
You know, that's really rad.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, I have one last question for you, and it's
All
really,
right, let's bang it out.
uh, what message do you want to get get across to parents? And
What
like,
message do I want? Ooh, to parents?
yeah,
Okay. The message that I want to get across to parents is the cool one, right? Because I'm gray haired, right? And then, okay, so here's the deal. Parents, like, I don't care if you're 22 or if you're like 19, or if you're like 40, or if you're like 36, I don't care. You always have to remember to remain teachable. When we at our age went to school, it was completely different than when our children went to school. So in order to not be an intimidating factor in their life, but yet a welcoming force of love, you have to remain teachable, because that is what every human is from birth. They are teachable, and they soak in data. So our children have the advantage of knowing the answers to the questions that they ask us before they ask them. So we as parents need to remain humble and remain teachable, because our children don't seek anything other than the truth from us. So deceiving our children about our past, our actions, our words, our feelings, that leads them to believe that they can't trust us with theirs. So remaining teachable, remaining honest, and remaining humble is the most beautiful thing in the world. And if you lead with love, you can learn with love, and you'll eventually live with love. And it's the greatest feeling in the world. And I unfortunately discovered that after the tragic passing of my 17-year-old daughter. And I want to travel the world, whether it be via internet or person to person, to deliver that message of love and strength to people who need it the most, because I personally struggle with that feeling inside.